welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're going to see who is falling in love with you now or next, soon. The next person to fall in love with you, if not already, we'll see. And we'll see what they like about you, what makes them drawn towards you as well. So my Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. For group 1, we have the orange stone, and we'll be using the Tarot of the Divine. For group 2, we have the white stone, and we'll be using Miss Cleo's Tarot Power deck. For group 3, we have the yellow stone, and we'll be using the Mermaid Tarot. And for group 4, we'll be using the green stone with the Modern Witch Tarot. So pause the video if you need more time, but we're just going to jump right into it. Who is falling in love with you now or next? What they like about you? How are they going to take action towards you? The relationship, all of that. All right, if you chose group 1 with the orange stone, we'll be using the Tarot of the Divine for you, and we're going to see who is falling in love with you now or who will be falling in love with you next. Soon, we'll get what they like about you, their approach, the relationship, everything that comes out, Spirit, for group 1. Can you please show us who is falling in love with them? Tell us about this person. Ooh. So first of all, we have the Nastrium with Victory and Conquest. So that lets us know that this person is definitely in their masculine energy. This is likely someone who's going to approach you first. The quote at the bottom, it says, "He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still." This person feels a bit stoic. They feel like they have discipline. It's giving Saturnian energy. They could have a Capricorn in their Venus placement or maybe a Capricorn Mars, because tapping in, this is someone who is really anchored and centered. It's giving kind of like earth energy when it comes to how they take action. So maybe an earth sign like even Taurus or Virgo in their Mars placement. But this is someone who's kind of unshakable. I'm seeing mountain symbolism now. Someone who's unshakable, someone who has control of themselves, and also someone who does not believe in manipulating others, even if it's like for romantic pursuits. Because a lot of people, like, no one wants to be manipulated like by a narcissist, but a lot of people do want to be manipulated by the person they like. They want to feel all swept up in the romance of it all. And that's something that, with some reflection, you can see, like, you know what? Maybe it's not that I'm completely like, the transparency. Maybe I do like to be swept up in someone's universe as long as it's the right person or as long as it doesn't go too far. So anyways, this person doesn't believe in that though, even for their benefit, even if someone wants it. This is someone really big on, I'm hearing consent, someone really big on getting your permission to move forward. And that comes to like everything like, hey, can I call you? Or hey, can I kiss you? Like it could be annoying, but this person genuinely cares. They want you to want them. I like their energy already. Not gonna lie. We have the sweet pea with blissful pleasure. So I do see you really enjoying this person, and it feels very magical, very blissful to be in their presence, to be in their arms, to be in their life. It feels right. It feels like the perfect balance of like magic and reality with this person. This one says, "Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were only walls." So you may have your walls up, but you're realizing that for the right person, you will open up. For the right person, you will surrender. You will allow yourself to be pursued. Spirit. We have the Gladiola with strength of character and moral integrity. I like this. So this person, like I said, they're really big on responsibility and discipline. They don't like to maneuver people. They don't like to finesse people. This person is someone of solid and character, and they do have like a strong sense of morality as well. Even when they're like out and about by themselves, they're the kind of person who has those strong morals where it's like, oh, I'm at a restaurant and they forgot to add the spring rolls. I'm going to tell them. Instead of like, cool, $5 off. It's like, no, I'm going to say something. The quote says, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through the experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, your vision cleared, and ambition inspired, and success achieved. So this person knows what it's like to struggle. They may have had to struggle growing up. Maybe they grew up without the necessities. And Spirit is specifically showing me clothes. So when they were younger, like their clothes may have been ratty. Going to school, that could have even been something that people kind of picked on them about. I really did not want to take this many, but I'm going to take them for you, and I'm just going to read them quickly. We have the hydrangea with thankfulness and understanding. It says, before we can forgive one another, we have to understand one another. So this person is a good listener. Also, this person has a strong sense of gratitude. They're kind of grateful for everything. Like literally everything. And it makes you feel really empowered. It makes you feel really good because it's like you'll see how this person appreciates things that other people may have made it seem like it was a requirement. Like it's not a requirement for me to show up and bring you food when you're sick, but other people may have treated it like it was. And with this person, they're the kind of person to thank you like profusely for being there for them. It's not nothing. Everything means something to them, and they're very big on showing their gratitude. We have the Chiropsis with always joyful. So I feel like this person just generally has a positive kind of attitude about them, a lightness about them. It's so interesting because this person, you can tell that they have a strong character, and they're someone who does sit in their masculinity quite a bit, but at the same time, there's this looseness. I don't know how they do it. It feels like a balancing act, but they do. It says, write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. So this person has already decided in their heart space that, listen, even if it's a bad day or something bad happens, even if I get a flat tire, that doesn't mean that this day is bad. This is my life. I take full responsibility of my life. I accept my life as it is. I accept what comes. This person just kind of like has this ability to let things roll off of them. We have the honeysuckle with domestic happiness and devoted affection. Oh, I like this. Listen, when you're at home, you're going to be getting worshipped by this person, group one. And also the domestic happiness, I love that because that lets me know that this person is good in a domestic sense. So if you're someone who wants to move in with your partner or wants to live like with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, your wife, husband, whatever, obviously wife, husband is more likely. But this person would be great in terms of like the domesticity. I'm also seeing cleaning and organization. This person doesn't believe that cleaning or organization is like a masculine, feminine thing. They believe it's a life skill. It says, I will wind thee in my arms like the woodbine, the honeysuckle gently and twists. Some of these quotes are like, this one's by William Shakespeare, so it's like, listen, I'm not finna sit here try to interpret that for you. Hopefully, you could just receive it in your heart, okay? Because I don't know what that's talking about, but you get the vibes. And then we have the Venice Mallow with delicate, fleeting beauty. It says, when life is not coming up roses, look to the weeds and find the beauty hidden within them. See, that one I understand. And it's just like, this person, they're very simple. They appreciate the little things, and that's something that I felt from them from the beginning with just how they appreciate and see the value in what you do and what you bring to the table. So this seems like someone who's a good balance of masculine and feminine, someone who likes to share domestic duties or doesn't feel like, you are obligated or required to, cook for them, clean for them. They don't have any expectations of you. Whatever you bring to the relationship is a plus, but this is the kind of person that commits, one, because it makes sense 3D wise, like our lives are going in the same direction or we value the same kind of things. And then two, someone who has this open lightheartedness and this ability to be mutable, and allow their heart space to reign supreme. So I feel a good balanced energy with them. Spirit, can you tell us more about this person falling in love with group 1 now or soon? We have talk that talk. So this person likes a little bit of dominance from you. If you're spicy, or if you're very talkative, if you're someone who is big on communication, they like that. Talk that talk, though, is specifically a card that's like more talking about like, don't be afraid when you speak. Speak up, say what you want. Don't be hyper aware of yourself and how you present. Allow yourself to be free. Like, talk that talk. Whatever you're feeling, allow it to come out. And this person likes that when it comes to you, and they create a safe space for you to do this. So if you're someone who's had like a blocked throat chakra, this person can definitely help you work through that. Yep. What was I just saying in the beginning? I'm like, this person gives a lot of earth energy, earth in their Mars or earth in their Venus. And we got earth energy that came out from this deck. So I love when the cards kind of like coincide with each other. We have talk that talk and earth energy. So this person could be an earth sign or have a very earth dominant chart. Earth energy in itself is about a connection to nature. It's about a connection to the true essence of being human. It's a very grounded root chakra type energy versus a super heady type of like crown chakra energy where it's all about like the stars or things outside of you or spirit. This person is very much so like really grounded in their own spirit and their current experience. So they may not be, you know, it's giving like, it's not, I was just going to say like, they may not be super spiritual, but I don't feel like that's true. I think it's just a different type of spirituality, like Rastafari, like closer to like a lifestyle versus a spiritual practice that's constantly reaching outside of self. This person is constantly reaching to their physical environment, which just makes them so easy to please. And that's why they are the way they are, when they can appreciate the little things, because they take time to constantly be where they are. They're not, their mind isn't somewhere else. They don't want to be somewhere else. They accept where they are and they make it, you know, the best it could possibly be. So I feel like this person has a connection to earth. Now I'm seeing animals, water. I am seeing whales and land animals. Their human experience. I just heard safe. This person is very safe. They're big on protection as well. Spirit just showed me someone like going through the house. Dang, that's very specific. Okay, Spirit is showing me someone going through the house, and then Spirit saying their dad used to do this. So if you specifically had a dad that used to go through the house before you would, like when you were a kid, or if you've seen like your friend's parent do that and you always wanted like the person you end up marrying to do that, this is the person that does that. They go through their house. Oh, I guess it could even be their father that they saw do this, but that's specifically what Spirit said, like their dad used to do this. So they're the kind of person, they go through the house before you, and even the pets get in the house. Like this person, they like to listen. They have their methods, okay? We have taking it easy. So I see you living the simple life with this person. They're very simple. If you're a city girl, if you're a city boy, if you're someone who has a lot of big dreams, this may end up being one of those type of connections that you can't quite see the value in quite yet. And you may even choose to like pass up on them. As I say that, at the bottom of the deck, we have opposites attract. So there is an energy with this person, group 1, where it's like you guys come from different worlds. Like this person may already be living the life that you want to live. If you do want more of like a lifestyle type of spirituality or type of life versus like, you know, hustle, chasing the bag, always on vacation, whatever, spending a lot of money, buying luxury goods. This person seems very, very simple. And at a previous point in my journey, like now I'm all about this, but at a previous point in my journey, I actually have like said no to people that were willing to offer me something similar to this. So it really does depend like on time and place. Like timing is everything, because you may not value it at a certain point, and then later in life, you're like, oh, I wish I would have really took that seriously. We have understanding and manifested connection. What I will say though, with opposites attract, like, I feel like this person, because they have such a strong sense of self, I think they have the ability to understand that not everyone is on the same path. So even if you are on two separate paths and have two separate values, I don't feel like that's necessarily a deal breaker. I feel like the deal breaker for this person, if anything, would be like, okay, you're not compromising to, you like, are we compromising to work each other into our lives or to see each other, you know, to remain in contact type of thing. But we have understanding. So this person is very understanding of you, very tapped into your heart space. We also have the manifested connection card here. So this may have been exactly what you were asking for at a certain point. Like this may have been the connection that you asked Spirit to bring into your life so that you could experience something different, something other than what you've experienced before. All right, Spirit. So how is this coming together? How will they meet? And then I'll see what they like about you. We have the Three of Wands and the Star in reverse. So to be honest, like with the Star in reverse, this is not an easy journey when it comes to you meeting this person. This is a result of you taking the winding path. So as time goes on, you're going to start to realize more and more how your path would lead you to a person or a situation like this. But we have the Three of Wands, which is a card of making progress. You can see her climbing up the ladder, but to a degree, she's abandoned the castle. She's abandoned what she's used to. So with the Star in reverse, it's like, ideally, you would have met this person literally as you're comfortable living your life, whatever way you are now, or the way that you had been for however long. But with the Star in reverse, it seems like at some point you did make a choice to realign with a different life or a different lifestyle. And that's how this is coming about. It's definitely taking some time. Three of Swords in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this is manifesting Two of Wands in reverse when you're sure. And Three of Swords in reverse, there's a bit of processing that has to happen. So if you're like freshly on this journey of like starting a new life and moving into a space where you're aligning with like more authenticity or more authentic people or abandoning your old life, then I feel like you still got some time to go because you're meeting this person when you're genuinely in a good space. And even though this person is very like empathetic, they're very smart, very smart. They're not going to attach to someone who they know isn't ready. We also have the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. So Spirit is saying a little bit, to some small degree, it is kind of conditional. I do feel like this person that's going to be falling in love with you, it will only get to that point if you do let go of the old life. And I'm not someone who believes that, who believes like you always have to let go of everything of the past to experience something new. Because I flat out experienced where it's like been the opposite, where I've been allowed to experience so much new as I'm in the trenches of a cycle that I knew I should have got out a long time ago. So miracles can always happen, blessings can always happen. But with this one, I really do feel, and it may even be because this person is in a different like physical space than you. With you leaving the castle or your old life, that could be you leaving social media and being more present in your daily life. Or it could be you leaving your city, leaving your parents' home, leaving your current apartment or home, whatever, you know. Or it also could be your belief system. So there is some major change that does happen that leads you to this person, and that's what makes it Star in reverse not ideal. The Star is like divine timing. It's being at the right place at the right time. And with that being in reverse, Spirit is saying you honestly had to take the winding path to get to this connection, but it's going to be so worth it. And if you've been on this journey for years, or if you have been, you know, ascending, growing, all of that for a long time, then you're definitely right on top of this connection. Is probably coming in really, really, really soon. But also something I'm feeling with you, Group 1, is that you're like super intuitive, either in general or right now. So intuitively, I genuinely feel like you know exactly when this is going to come in. Like if you were to tap into your heart space or your energy or your timeline, I feel like you could say, yeah, I know this connection is going to be here within 6 months or however long. Like, I don't know, something about your energy just feels like you know. It just feels like you know. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Spirit, can you clarify Seven of Cups reversed? You may even be meeting this person as you're just focused on you. Seven of Pentacles, okay. Because I just wanted to make sure the Seven of Cups in reverse wasn't telling us that you're like closed off to any sort of love, and further complicating things, even though I was getting that a little bit in the beginning. But Seven of Coins, it seems like Spirit is more saying you're just focused on getting your mind right, doing things right, and doing them the right way. You may be seeing 707, 717, 777, any combination with 7. Spirit, can you show us what they like about them? What do they like about group 1? We have the Dakini, the enlightened feminine. Wow. It says, my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I can trust my intuition to guide me. So this person loves that you're intuitive and that you're tapped in. And that's what I was feeling with you too. I'm like, I feel like you guys know your timeline. I don't know if you're psychic or you're just very intuitive, but I feel like you know when this is going to come in. Something about this just feels like you could sense it. This person loves how intuitive you are. And you know what's crazy? I'm looking at this card right now. Doesn't that look like a 7, like a backward 7? On the card. And then we have Hesta, the goddess of sanctuary. It says, no matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So this person loves that you're self-sufficient. Home is wherever you are, because you just bloom wherever you're planted, literally. Literally like a lotus. You can be planted in the mud and you will still bloom. So I feel like this person is very special, and also this person feels like you're very special. And also I feel like they feel at home with you. You guys may both be starseeds, and this person is like, wow, coming across you feels like home. It feels like it's been a long time since I felt the sense of I belong here, or the sense of home, and they feel that with you. That's what I have for you, group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the White Stone and Miss Cleo's Tarot Power deck, this is your reading. Oh, we got the Lover's card as I cut the deck. That's a good sign. The Lover's card, and wow, the Two of Cups here as well. So yeah, we got some good energy right away for you, group 2. Spirit for group 2 with the White Stone. Who is falling in love with them now or next? Who is falling in love with us soon? Please show us about that person. Who is this for group 2? Ooh. Okay, so first we have the yellow rose with enthusiasm and friendship. So right away, I feel like this person is really your friend. Ew, I'm hearing all these different songs, and it's like those typical songs that's like, you my treacherous little twin, and I just hate songs like that. I don't know, personally, I don't know. But I'm hearing all of those where it's like, I just heard slime, like, you know those little phases that people call, like, the people that they're with? I don't know why that's always just like, I don't know. I'm weird with seeing affection with other people, so that's probably what it is. But we have the Camilla with destiny and the anemone with anticipation, so you can likely feel this coming. This person is a genuine friend to you, and the PDA is strong with this one. Like, I'm feeling it literally just tapping into your energy. I'm like, oh, all right already. It says a single rose can be my garden, and a single friend my world. Like, okay, you guys are getting all the cheesy stuff, not gonna lie. I see you guys having an amazing friendship. I see you guys having an amazing relationship, and you are that couple, not gonna lie, that kind of like goes MIA. Once you find your person, once you're in a relationship with that person, and maybe you never saw yourself that way, but this relationship is surprising you and causing you to kind of turn into that archetype where it's like, yeah, this is the friend that we haven't talked to in months because they're in that relationship. Destiny with the Camella, it says, it is not the stars that hold our destiny, but in ourselves. Something that specifically was shown to me when I was reading that card is family. This person choosing family, choosing you instead of family or religion or whatever else. So if you've experienced that in the past where it's like you've had a romance with someone, but for whatever reason it was forbidden because you come from two different cultures or two different, like, whatever backgrounds, that is not going to be a problem with this person. And to be honest, their family may very much so prefer that this person stays in their hometown and stays close to them, but you may be like adamant about starting your own family or moving away, and like just it just being about the two of you. So I do see that. With the anemone, it says anticipation. It says, I felt like an arrow pulled back and ready to be launched into something big. So like I said, you probably already feel this. With destiny on the Camella and then anticipation, it's like the closer you get to it, the more spiritual or even physical experiences you may have in relation to this. So you may start to feel like phantom kicks, if you know what those are. Usually phantom kicks are after you've had like your first baby as a feminine, you'll start to feel like this kicking sensation even when you're not pregnant or anything like that. If you're a masculine, you may start nesting, like getting your home prepared for someone. Or even if you've never had any kids before, you may start to feel phantom kicks. And that was just the first thing that came up in my head. It's not specific to like, oh, that's the spiritual experience you're going to have. But I do feel that. I feel like you're going to start to have like spiritual experiences, things that are showing you that something is coming, and you can likely just feel it in your intuition and your spirit. Spirit, nice. We have the white rose with new start and wisdom. So I feel like you've learned from past experiences. I don't know, it kind of feels like you can't be near your home for whatever reason, or you know that you have to kind of like fly the nest. There's this energy of wanting to start over. So maybe that's just what you're looking for in general. Like in a relationship, you want to be able to start over with that person and start your life with them, separate from your current life and your current experiences. There's just like this desire to start over. It says knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So I feel like you know how things can get messy, or you know how you're going to feel. If you stay in your current place, there may even be like literal temptation, like physical temptation, like, oh, there's this bar that's right around the corner from my house. If I don't move away from here, I know that I'm going to keep around the same environment, the same people, and I'm going to have a repeat of the past. So it does feel like you're kind of running from something a little bit, but I feel like it's for your best good, because we have that indication of wisdom here. So whatever you may be running from, it's not like you're running because you're afraid. It's like you're just walking away from it because you know it's best for you. And then we have the hibiscus with beauty and happiness. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. So this person is very cute, very physically attractive. Your type, I'm hearing. But I'm also hearing that your type may change through this relationship. You may literally be attracted to a different kind of person after being connected with this person. This person wants to be happy as well. They're not just like a black hole that kind of sucks the energy and the life out of room and people. Also, something Spirit is showing me is that this person is happy when you're happy. So if you've ever experienced, it feels like you guys may have been with a narc, because I'm like, why does this keep coming up? It could even be like a narc family that you grew up with, but it just feels like when you got excited, like people would put you down, or like, ugh. I'm like, ugh. Now Spirit is showing me you know how they do like at birthday parties where they put the cake? Child, that ain't never happened to me. And I wish they would. I wish they would. And what do you cut a cake with? Yeah. So what does that mean that I'm close to? Yeah. Okay. Don't play with, listen. Play with it if you want to. But I was seeing that like your family or your friends, like they may be toxic, not gonna lie. Like, don't give me no cake to my face. I'm not laughing. I'm not funny. I don't care. I'm not a good sport. You're right. I'm not. We have talk that talk. So Spirit, tell us more for group 2. Who is falling in love with group 2 now or next? They love your voice. They love the sound of your voice, and also they love when you talk. Talk that talk is specifically like an empowered way of speaking. Someone who knows who they are, someone who has high confidence. So you may consider yourself to be like a city girl, a city boy, or someone with high level of confidence. People may even call you cocky or or like conceited. Let me cover her face. It keeps brightening up the camera. But again, it just feels like you've maybe had like some hater energy around you where it's like people would try to tone you down. We have talk that talk and relationship proposal. So I do see this person proposing a relationship to you. It's not something that you have to work for or fish out of them. It is something that they want, and they want you. I just really feel that so strongly. They want you and everything that you have to offer. So if you've been wanting a relationship with someone that fully embraces you, you're definitely going to get that in this connection. They like you for you, not for what you do for them. Like they like you as a person. You may have even had connections in the past where people only liked you when you were in a specific state. I don't know what that means, and I don't want to try to guess what that means when we're talking about potential past narco relationships, because, it just makes me sick to my stomach. Like, if it was like, oh, you had to be on 10 or angry or whatever at your worst for this person, and like, I'm not going into that. I want you to be able to move forward. I don't want you to have to stay in the same place either. So yeah, you just may have this like insatiable desire to move away, like far away. We have curious new crush going out and mingling. So you may meet this person as you're out. This person may also take you out if that's something that you haven't done in a long time. Not take you down. I'm hearing Take You Down by Chris Brown now. Dang, I haven't heard that song in years. So the physical intimacy, listen, it's going to be physical intimacy, okay? But we have new crush. So yeah, this is likely someone that you do not know. With the curious card, I feel like they're going to be curious and interested in you before you probably even notice this person. This person may literally see you first, like physically before you see them. And yeah, we had a relationship proposal, and I feel like this is coming from a new crush, you know, someone new that you haven't met, that you don't have any history with, and it seems like you guys are going out together. Spirit, how is this relationship coming together? And then I'll see what they like about you. How is this coming together? We have the Ace of Swords in reverse that came out right away. So Spirit is saying this is not something that needs to be forced. We also have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this person may actually be saving you from your current physical environment, because interestingly enough, Two of Coins in reverse, Spirit is kind of saying it's either you already made your decision, and Ace of Swords in reverse, that decision is affecting your physical reality, allowing this to come in. And for me, that feels like your decision, like this would be, for an example, you deciding I'm moving, I'm leaving this environment. I'm not going to be stuck here. The moment you made that decision, this started to manifest. Just you feeling that with conviction in your heart was enough for that to have a ripple effect into your reality. And Ace of Swords in reverse, this isn't something that you have to force. Also, Two of Coins in reverse. I forgot what the first thing I was getting with that was. Oh, I was feeling Spirit kind of saying you don't have to leave that environment in order to get into this connection, which I thought was interesting, because for group one, we actually got the opposite, where it's like, okay, some of it seems a little bit conditional. But for you, there is kind of like this savior type of energy coming with this one. Spirit, how is this manifesting? So we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. You're likely going to be talking to this person or meet this person as you're not talking to anyone else. Seven of Cups in reverse is like you don't have any other options at this time, or you're not really dating. For you, it feels like you'd be more focused on like money and career, or just getting out of your current physical environment, getting out of your current friend group, getting out of your whatever it is that's been kind of influencing you. And here's the Lovers again at the bottom of the deck. It's like Spirit wants you to know bottom of the deck represents like the underlying energy or the unseen of your situation, what's going on in the background. your underlying energy is consistently, you are being divinely guided to this person. So Ace of Swords in reverse, this is something that you have to force. And then we have the Three of Pentacles here, which is all about working with the divine and the higher power and allowing your angels to do some things for you. So I'm hearing outsourcing. If anything, I would say connect with your angels, and it can just be a conversation that you have with them in the morning. Like, pick an angel to build a relationship with, make them a little, you know, a little offering, and then talk to them every morning. So like, say you want to work with Venus, maybe you get a red rose or a pink rose and you put that in your room or on your altar. And then every morning you have that connection in your space. You have that connection already established because you have that offering, that desire to connect with them. The physical manifestation there, this physical thing that you're offering them, or that is your connection to them. An offering could be anything. It could be a crystal. I would just look up online, like depending on who you want to work with, what's synonymous with them. But first thing you wake up, just start talking out loud, you know, and tell them how you're feeling and, you know, what you're wanting today. Treat it like a friend, like a invisible friend. You know, that's there and that's listening and that can hear you and that wants to help you. We have the Three of Cups in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. So I do get a strong energy of Spirit kind of telling you to stay out of trouble. Three of Cups in reverse is kind of like, I'm feeling with that one, no more drinking, no more going out, no more partying, which is interesting because we got going out and mingling. I feel like going out is mingling, and mingling is happening once you're in this new connection because you guys are going to new spaces with each other. But other than that, Emperor in reverse, you may end up with these toxic types because you may be meeting them at the club flat out, or you may be meeting them with, you know, around your friend group, whatever Three of Cups is for you. Three of Cups is like a card of like celebration, parties, get-togethers, whatever. So that could be your family, you know, whoever you're most around, or whoever your tribe is, that it feels like you've been, you know, making a commitment to get away from. Spirit is saying that's actually what's been getting you in these connections with like toxic, you know, partners. Six of Coins in reverse. Yeah, Spirit is saying for you, see, this is the thing with you. I don't feel like you have to manifest this, but I do feel like there's something that does need to be let go of. And I feel like it specifically has to do with dating. And I kept getting this energy consistently in your reading that you didn't have to like leave your current environment. You don't have to like separate from your family and cut ties from them officially to get into this relationship. But wherever you're specifically meeting these like options, these people you consider options, that needs to be cut off. For some of you, it's dating apps. For some of you, it's social media. Wherever you're lusting as well, cut off. It feels like specifically in relation to dating, that is what Spirit is saying needs to be let go of. Anything else is not conditional. Spirit, you may have a hater friend, not going to lie, that keeps trying to put you with just the worst of the worst. People who they know are going to trigger you and be bad for you. Spirit, what do they like about group 2? We have my Bago with the warrior strength that says, the warrior saint. It says, I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. So this person loves your natural ability to manifest. This person also loves how much people like you. Their family may be really drawn to you. Their friends may really like you. Even when you're just at a restaurant, like the servers, they're always complimenting you, or they like your energy quite a bit. Like they like that other people like you. And also they like your resilience and your strength. You're a warrior of love, someone who's likely been through a lot, and they love that you haven't allowed that to completely change who you are. They also love your commitment to love. We have Lala, the saint of spoken words. It says, every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Your superpower may be like perspective. You may have really amazing perspectives that this person can really appreciate. Also, they like how when you talk, it's with conviction. Like it seems like you know what you're talking about. And also you may have this ability to channel. Like a lot of readers have the ability to channel, which is why they can do so many readings, because it's really just spirit kind of talking through them, and they're not having to like be super logical, like, okay, this is what the cards mean, so this is what the message is telling. It's just like comes out, you know, flowing. You may have that gift as well. You may have like the gift of gab. You may be someone who can be very good when it comes to flirting. I'm hearing you have riz, and child, I don't ever use that word. So I do feel like you have charisma. I feel like a lot of people like you, and I feel like it's easy for people to fall in love with you. Unfortunately, with that Emperor in reverse, though, that may be exactly the thing that's kind of gotten you in trouble in the past. It's like whenever you try to just focus on yourself, here comes another person that sees your value and wants to be with you. We have the cosmic egg with the divine feminine. You may be very fertile or look very fertile, and this person loves that. You could have a very voluptuous shape. You could have very full hair. Oh my God, Spirit is showing me something inappropriate. You may have a lot of water in your body, if you know what I'm talking about, and it does its thing at times. Okay, fountain, splash pad. Anyways, I hold the universe within me, and I am the force of ever expanding love. So this person just sees you as someone who can never be, they don't feel like you could ever be controlled, because you can never be like destroyed. There's just this energy that you have, this ability that you have to literally recreate yourself time and time again, regardless of what you go through. And they have so much admiration for that. Even if you're a masculine, okay? It's a fountain. Listen. You could probably shoot that thing like a dart across the room. Spirit. We have rejuvenating rain. It says, clear the past, heal the present. So if anything, I feel like that's really good for you to focus on, stepping into your power. At the bottom of the deck, it says, you are strong beyond measure. So I see as you're walking into this connection, you're likely going to be finally embodying all of this that you know is inside, but you maybe have been too afraid to really capitalize on, to really pursue, like to really do. I feel like you're the kind of person who, you know, all the things that you want to say, but you just can't quite get it out in the moment. But that's dissipating. You're stepping into your powerful era. That's what I have for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Yellowstone and the Mermaid Tarot, this is your reading. We're going to see who is falling in love with you right now, or will be next, who will be soon. We'll tap into the relationship, what they like about you as well. Pretty much everything, Spirit, for group 3 with the Yellowstone. Please show us their person, who is falling in love with group 3 now or in the very near future. Please tell us about this person for group 3. Okay, so we have the Chiropsis that flipped over for you. It says always joyful. So right away, this person is definitely a breath of fresh air, especially if you're someone who's generally more pessimistic. Me as a person, personally, I've never felt like optimism is better than pessimism. Like I just don't. Like glass half empty, glass half full. Those are two equally beneficial ways of looking at life. It really just depends on the person and how they synthesize their environment. So if you're someone who's pessimistic, first of all, there's nothing wrong with that. And second of all, this person is always joyful. So you guys will balance each other out in that way. Or if you're always joyful yourself, but you've attracted pessimistic partners and you don't particularly love that, you're not going to have to deal with that here, because this person is always pretty much in a good mood, in a good energy. They feel action oriented. They kind of feel like a fixer. I'm also hearing a fixer, like someone who just kind of springs into action when there is a problem. It's like they cut past the, okay, I'm going to be down about this and allow this to really weigh me down with, okay, how can I go into action? What can I do now? It says, write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Also, Spirit showed me that when there's times where you can't do anything, this person still likes to do something that will make them feel good. And Spirit keeps showing me ice cream. So that may be your favorite dessert, or that may be your favorite thing to do. I freaking love going to soft serve places in the summer. Oh my God. And getting the works. Yes, ma'am. But anyways, like, even if it's just ice cream and, you know, the day is crap, you know, because sometimes it's like you can't really do anything. You don't get chosen, you know, to fill a position. That's just going to be something that kind of makes you feel away, period. And this person is still like, well, that doesn't mean the whole day has to be garbage. Like, what can I do to make you feel better in this moment, you know? Or let's look at this as, oh, you know what? This actually reminds me of this video somebody posted the other day. It was like a reel, and someone said, like, I went to dinner with my husband to, you know, basically cry about like getting turned down for, it was a high number, like 30 jobs or something like that. And she made a joke at the dinner, and she's like, this is why I know I chose the right person, because she made a joke like, cheers to failure. And he's like, no, cheers to your determination. Cheers to your persistence. Cheers to the fact that you put in 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 applications. Cheers to trying. Cheers to your grit. And everyone was crying in the comments like, oh my God, that's so sweet. And that's how I feel about this person. It's like they have this ability to make a negative a positive. We have the hyacinth with playfulness. It says, play is the royal road to childhood happiness and adult brilliance. So regardless of age, this person likes to play. I'm seeing laser tag and go-karts. So if you're someone who always liked to do that as a kid, or always wanted to, you know, kind of just like go to like an adult playground or something like that, I do see you guys doing that. Spirit is now showing me like glow-in-the-dark zip line. Very specific. So if you have any like obstacle course type places in your city where they do any sort of like glow in the dark, you know, adventures type stuff, I do see you doing that with this person. We have the forget-me-nots with eternal memories. So this person is really big on experiences versus items. This person would rather go on vacation than buy a new whatever, you know. Instead of buying a new watch to always keep track of the time, this person wants to lose time in a country they've never been in. It really matters to them making memories and having things and experiences that really are meaningful to them. They would rather have the $1 refrigerator magnet from wherever than the super expensive, like imported, you know, crap that doesn't really mean anything. This one says, the best things in life are the people that you've loved, the places that you've seen, and the memories that you've made along the way. So this person is big about memories. They may even make you like a photo book with your memories. Mark my words, I'm telling you, some sort of anniversary for something, anniversary of your first date, anniversary of when you officially became like a partner, this person at some point, they're going to give you like a photo album with your memories in them. And there's going to be pictures in there that you've never even knew that they took. This person is good like that. They're like sentimental, and they're really like a long game kind of person when it comes to gifts, I'm hearing. We have the apple blossoms with choices, knowledge, and illumination. It says, white are the flowers of the apple tree that brings us fruit of fertility. So this person, I feel like they've gone on their personal journey of like ascension. So if you've had like partnerships where you felt like you always had to be the teacher and you always had to guide them and liberate them and show them the way, I feel like this person has their own story. So they'll be able to match your energy in the sense that they can share their experiences, not like you have to teach them everything from the ground up. And then we have the pink rose with grace and sweetness. It says, the pursuit of perfection then is the pursuit of sweetness and light. So this person feels very sentimental. They feel sensitive. They feel tapped into their feminine energy. They feel warm. Spirit for group 3. Who is falling in love with them now or will be soon? For for group 3. Ooh, we got all eyes on you. So this person is really big about giving you their energy and their attention. And also, I'm seeing this person really gassing you up with their words about how you look. And I just saw a video like this the other day. There was this thick, curvy girl, and she was eating down on the looks, period, point blank, eating down. But not like conventionally, like what society tries to tell you, like this is what's in. She wasn't that. She, even down to her hair, was very different. It wasn't like something that you would see every day. And her boyfriend made this video of her just gassing her up, and literally it was like her showing her different outfits, and literally for one of the outfits he was literally just like making noises, like bro couldn't even put together his sentences. And that's the energy that I get with this person. It's just like you literally take their breath away. You really do. We have all eyes on you and new crush. I'm glad that came out to give us some context on like if you know this person or not. So new crush is someone that you have not met before, someone that you have not dated. If you haven't met them before, you at least haven't dated. No, you've never been on any sort of dates with this person. It feels very, very new. At max, you've been on one date, but this is a, brand new connection. And if, that didn't describe them, then I wouldn't say that this is the person that you may be thinking about unless this also goes hand in hand with them and their energy. Spirit, can you tell us more? We have helping hands. So you may be in a position where you kind of need some help out of a situation. I just heard lease, out of a lease. So this person, maybe they're in property management and they can help you out of your lease, but that was a specific message like for one person. Obviously, helping hand also can be a card of angelic guidance and your guides and angels coming in to help you, to clear the way for you, to deliver you to this person. So I do see that there are helpful energies around you and around this situation behind the scenes, helping to connect you with this connection. And also I just heard helping to open your heart specifically. So if you've been kind of jaded yourself, I do see, we have all sorts of creatures that came up for you. So yeah, you may attract like all sorts of people who are just strange. Like there's no better word for it than strange. You may be attracting all sorts of creatures right now because you may have had some sort of glow up, because we had all eyes on you and I was getting their energy on you super strong, but all eyes on you like in itself is an energy of you getting a lot of attention. So you may be attracting a whole bunch of different people, and the way that you're going to know that this is the person is because this earth energy card. Now they could be an earth sign like Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But the earth energy in itself is someone who brings you a sense of peace, a sense of calm. Typically, people with a lot of earth energy are connected to earth in some way. They may like to go on hikes. They may surf. They may like to swim. They may like to be active. They may like to just go on walks. It doesn't even have to be like super, super active. They could be someone who is an environmentalist to a degree, someone who actively recycles, someone who even composts, like someone who's in the process of helping with global, warming or anything to do with knowledge and educating other people of how they can join the fight to help. But this person makes you feel very calm in the midst of all these other creatures and yahoos you may be dating right now. And maybe that's why you need the helping hand, because it's like you're lost in the sauce of the options, kind of feeling worn down. Like, I just need to pick someone because this is taking too long. We have opposites attract. And in the beginning, I was feeling a little bit like for some of you, you're more pessimistic, whereas this person is optimistic. So this could definitely be talking about you. I just saw 1111 on the camera. But I feel like this is definitely talking about the two of you and also this person in relation to the other people that you're dating and even the other people that you've dated. It's like maybe you typically like, the chaos and the craziness because it may remind you of your childhood. Maybe you've dated people that were kind of all over the place and it made you feel a sense of security. Like, okay, I always know I have a role. I always know I have a job because this person, I know that they're going to need me. There's a dependency here. But that also may have gotten you into some scrapes because it's like, okay, but people always need teaching, guiding, and in a relationship, you know, you need someone to support you so that you can then branch out with that person and create your own family or to create your own life, etc. Ugh, we have checking you out. There's so many people in your energy right now, group 3. Like a lot of people are attracted to you, checking you out, looking at you, staring at you. I'm seeing people like also like look at you through like, I don't want to say peepholes, but that is how it feels. Like there's a little bit of an energy of someone like looking at you between the bushes or when you're not aware. So make sure you practice spiritual protection and also make sure you're looking out for yourself. We have checking you out and mutual connection. So this person may even say something specific like, I see you. There may be a little bit of a moment like that. Like maybe when you guys go on a date, it's like, I see you. Like there's some moment where they just look at you and they're like, wow, like, okay, hold on. So maybe this person like always sees you at the gym and you're always sweaty and a little disheveled, but it's like once you guys go on that first date, it's like, whoa there. Or this person, like say you meet them through work and it's like you always look like professional and da-da-da, but they see you on the weekend and they're like, whoa there, bombshell, didn't even know that. We got the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this person is waiting. I feel like they're being very patient. They're hopeful in love and they're waiting for like, you know, someone who really does it for them to come through. Spirit, how is this relationship coming together? And then we'll see what they like about you. How is this coming together? We have the Magician and the King of Swords. So it looks like through manifestation and execution. King of Swords is very direct pursuing. So when it comes to them pursuing you, they're doing things in a very traditional way and a very masculine way in the sense that they're kind of going like, okay, let me take you on a date. Let me pick you up at this time. Let's go here. Like very planned out, very traditional in that sense. King of Swords is also good communication on the day of the date that morning. Can't wait to see you tonight. We're still on, right? Like not waiting, making you wait throughout the day and question whether they're going to show. Like really on top of it when it comes to communication and taking action. This person doesn't dilly-dally. They don't wait. When they know what they want, they go for it, period, point blank. So this isn't someone you have to like kind of convince to, you know, ask you out or, you know, drop a bunch of hints. This is someone where it's like, oh, once they tap in, once they feel that feeling, they pretty much go for it. And then we have the Magician here. So this could be a product of like a past manifestation. If you've been manifesting, I would definitely say that it's working. But the Magician kind of has this ability just to always be at the right place at the right time because the Magician is tapped into the divine. So I feel like that's another method of manifestation. If you've been working on strengthening your intuition, that would definitely bring you closer to this connection. We have the Four of Cups in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So there's definitely something unexpected here. Queen of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. I do not feel like you felt like this was going to be your person, or this may be someone that you've known for a while, but you never saw like as a romantic option for you. This could be someone that you just assumed was off limits in some way. Or this could be someone who was in a previous relationship. Nine of Cups in reverse almost gives me an energy of like, I refused to pursue this person or to consider them as an option at some point. Wow, we have the Star card, which is all about divine timing. And that's the thing. There's so many factors that go into falling in love with someone and being able to love someone. Like for an example, for me, I've grown up a lot in the church. Anyone who I knew as a kid growing up in the church is an automatic no for me. But it's not to say that they aren't great options. If I were to meet them outside of that experience, I could see myself giving them a chance, not having that history with them. So it's like, as much as we want to like think like, oh, I just got the sauce and I'm so, you know, it's me, I'm hot. A lot of times it's like right place, right time, right circumstance. If I would have met like the perfect partner a year ago, I can't say I would have been ready for it to work out. I can't say I would have been the best version of myself that could show up properly in a relationship. And I would say the same for me 5 years ago. So there's time, there's right place, there's there's so many factors that go into something actually blossoming and working out. It's not all about the connection. Like when you meet someone in a bad relationship or right after they got out of a bad relationship, that person is not ready for a relationship like they would be a year from then. So like divine timing has such a huge impact, and also like the place and how you meet people can have such a huge impact on whether or not. I know people who wouldn't date a coworker even if it was like the perfect match, just because they do not date coworkers, period, point blank. So it's like everything matters. So for some of you, I do feel like even though this is a new crush and a new connection that's blossoming, you may have been around this person for a while. Or like say you guys have been going to the same gym for years. You never looked at each other that way, or vice versa. Because of whatever was going on, or, you know, you were in a relationship, they were in a relationship, or there was healing that needed to get done. There was definitely something that was keeping you guys from being able to explore the connection. And we got the Hierophant in reverse at the bottom of the deck, so you probably felt that. But I feel like you may have started to like internalize your, I feel like you started to internalize at some point what was happening, like love is not coming in because of me. And it's like, no, there's literally so many factors outside, and there's no point to even try to control the factors. It's like butterfly effect. Like one thing could change your entire day. You run back upstairs to put on perfume before you leave, and if you would have left when you intended to originally without getting the perfume, you could have been in a car accident. It's like there's no way to anticipate how these micro movements will affect the bigger picture. So I feel like Spirit's been trying to like bring you into a space of releasing control, and just being the magician and knowing who you are, versus trying to constantly, Queen of Wands in reverse, manifest and assert your power or your dominance. Spirit, can you show us what they like about group 3? We have Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. It says, unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. So you seem to be someone who genuinely doesn't judge. And also, I feel like nothing is too much or like too weird for you. I just feel like this accepting energy that you have, you may even be attracted to oddities. You may have like dark humor or dry humor, or something about you that's very different. You may have like a unique aesthetic or a unique personality. We have Saint Bridget, Our Lady of Exalted Light. It says, I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. I'm hearing, I'm pretty sure that's from Time. From Nothing Was the Same, Drake and Janae Aiko. There's just this part of the song where she says, I love me enough for the both of us. And I don't know, you know, Jean, yeah, you gotta love a Pisces queen, but sometimes it's just like, now, lady. But I get it. It's like truly, I truly feel like your heart is indestructible. This person loves your capacity to love. We have Fatima, the mother of Imams. It says, love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. So you seem to have many things to be grateful for, thankful for. You seem to be very tapped in and like, you know, really close with spirit and love and the higher power, and your love seems to be unconditional. I feel like you're the type of person where it's like, my love is unconditional because I'm not going to attach myself to you. If you don't want me, I will walk away and allow you to go pursue happiness elsewhere. And that is true love, when you can listen to someone and say, my desire for you does not supersede your desire to be free. That is true love. So I feel like you may be like a true lover in the most truest raw sense, where you've probably had to recreate yourself multiple times within this lifetime. I just saw 2121 on the clock. You know, to get through. That's what I have for you, group 3. I love your energy. I love your person's energy as well. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the green stone and the Modern Witch Tarot, this is your reading. We are going to see who is falling in love with you. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Looking like new energy, but we'll see. Someone lighthearted, someone very kind. We'll see what they like about you. Who is falling in love with you now or next? Who will be soon? I'll get about the relationship, how it'll come together, all the details per usual, Spirit, for group 4. Group 4 with the greenstone. Okay, right away I'm seeing Aquaman. I'm seeing someone with a long head of hair, like a lion's mane. Right away we have the lily with majesty and virtue, and I was seeing like lion symbolism. This could be a Leo or someone with a Leo rising, Leo Venus, someone with long hair, lush. I just get this energy of lusciousness with them. Even the way they like to live their life, like this is the kind of person where it's like, no, let's not just get main courses. We need appetizers and then we're going to get dessert after. Like they like lush. That's almost giving me some Taurian energy. Taurian or Cancerian energy as well. It says the lily is the emblem of rare, many virtues that are good and rare. So I feel like this person is different. They're unique. They're someone who doesn't have a poverty mindset, someone who likes to enjoy themselves and likes to enjoy life. We have the pink rose with grace and sweetness. Now I'm seeing a glass of wine. So if you're someone who likes wine, it looks like rosé, the one Spirit is showing me, and then now I'm seeing a white wine. But if you're someone who, listen, it's a part of your nighttime routine, you need your wine. I see you guys like literally having wine. I'm even now seeing face masks. I'm seeing a couple on a couch. Spirit is showing me a couple on a white couch with a dog at the foot of the couch. They have on face masks. There's a feminine that has on sweatpants, like gray sweatpants, and they're watching shows. So if that is your routine, to literally be on the couch with your dog, okay, it's giving messy bun, it's giving face mask, it's giving self-care, got dinner on the way, or, you know, whatever is going on, like this person is going to match that vibe. Like I see you guys being really, really cozy together. Fall and winter may be your favorite seasons because you love having a reason to stay inside or to be cozy or to be under a warm blanket, to have good food, to be, you know, comforted. We have grace and sweetness. It says the pursuit of perfection then is the pursuit of sweetness and light. So this person genuinely cares about having a good time. I'm also hearing they don't always have to be right. This is someone who is very compromising. We have the flocks with unanimity and harmony. So this person believes when we are in, you know, public, when we are around friends, family, about other people, we support each other. If someone were to come to me and try to talk about you, I don't engage in that kind of conversation. Even if we're in an argument, if we're around family, we're a unified team. Like this person, unanimity, they like to work as a team, as one. It says, he who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. So this person is also at peace with who they are and what they want out of life, whatever that means for them. So I feel like they've kind of like superseded like the influence of social media or other people, friends, family, whoever, whatever it is. None of them get a pass, even their own like mother, father. Spirit was specifically showing me mother though. You guys may have mother trauma to where Spirit is like, yeah, this ain't like the last one. But yeah, with them, it's like their own mom could be like, listen, I want to go to your honeymoon as well. I always wanted to go to Jamaica. This person is like flat out, no. I just use that as an example because I saw a clip the other day of this lady on one of Steve Harvey's shows talking about, no, I think my daughter-in-law, she would like me to go because I've never been to Jamaica. Do you think I should go? Oh my God, I would have cussed that lady out. But for me personally, I'm like, it's your son's responsibility to say no. Why isn't your son like, see, that would have been a whole red flag for me. Like, why do I even have to tell your mom no? That should never be a thing. But anyways, this person is not like that. They believe in unanimity. They believe in being a joint team, working together, and moving as a unit. We have the iris with rainbows and messages. It says, when it rains, look for rainbows, and when it's dark, look for stars. So I feel like they're optimistic, someone who looks to the stars. They may be into astrology. Spirit is now showing me a telescope. I just heard that you never used. Somebody's guide is so salty you never use that telescope. If you have a telescope, this person will inspire you to look at the stars. Also, now I'm seeing a couple look at the stars. It looks like on top of a truck, like on top of a Jeep or in the bed of a truck. So if that's something you used to like to do, like say when you were younger or when you were in school, I see you bringing that back. I see you guys having those like really sweet bonding moments where you get to watch the stars. And as you grow with them, say you guys, you know, say you guys end up owning a home together, then you can do that in your own backyard. And then we have the hydrangea with thankfulness and understanding. It says, before we can forgive one another, we have to understand one another. So this person is really big on listening. They fully listen to you and what you say before they respond and before they develop a response. Spirit for group 4. We have enjoying the moment. Oh, we have turning heads. So I feel like everyone, your family, your friends, they're noticing like how different you are in this relationship. Also, turning heads, it's never given me this vibe before. And I actually made this deck and it wasn't intentional that this card is black and white. But Spirit is giving me a message right now for the first time with this card of like returning back to an older version of yourself. With turning heads, maybe that's something you haven't done in a while, or maybe you'd even been like going out of your way to hide yourself, either because of some change in your appearance or some change in your confidence. It could have been a relationship that made you feel worn down. It could just be the expectations of the world that made you feel worn down. You could have gone out of trend. You know, there's so many trends that it's like there's a constant flow of what's hot, what's not. So you may be in an off season in that way. And with turning heads, it's like people can see how happy you are in this relationship and it takes you back to a younger version of yourself. Even with that vision Spirit was showing me of like the couple on the bed of a truck, like even that felt like something you had only done like a few times or when you were younger at an earlier part of your journey. And I see you going back to that. We have enjoying the moment. So I feel like, you know, you always felt a pressure to rush or you always felt a pressure to determine the relationship. But in this connection, something about it feels so sure. Something about it is so calming that you really can rest in the moment and feel comfortable. We have love bite. And I'm seeing this in a very playful way. Like I said, I made this deck, so this card is intended to be like more spicy. But with love bite for you, I'm feeling like your partner may have a thing with biting just in general, or you may, because I'm seeing someone bite their partner's arm, but in a very playful way. So if you have a thing with biting, that would make total sense. But if you don't, this person, I just got a loud ringing in my left ear. This person may have a thing for biting themselves. Oh, goodness great. Oh, here we go. We have multiple options, crimes of passion and getting more information. So this is a good time to go private. And I know it's like when you're feeling so embodied like this, when you're turning heads and you're finally feeling like yourself again, that's not the time where you want to, you know, go private and take yourself off the market. However, there may be someone in your energy that you wouldn't want to watch you, who you wouldn't want to be. Because especially with crimes of passion is like a crime that someone does out of love, they like to say, but really like anger, jealousy, frustration. Like, I only did this because I love you so much. That's why I busted in your windows. Like, no. But with getting more information coming out with crimes of passion, it feels like someone is watching you and they're getting upset. So if you have some sort of ex and you're finally feeling embodied, you're finally feeling like yourself again, putting yourself out there, do not be surprised if they come back around on some whatever, you know, I'm trying to be with you, or just acting crazy with crimes of passion. We do have multiple options here, which if that's just based on this, I would not say that that's true, because I don't feel like you would consider that person an option, but we'll see if there's any other like viable option that actually comes through. Spirit for group 4. We have making a connection. So to be honest, I feel like just as you're making a connection, also Spirit wanted me to tell you that turning heads can happen before you get in this connection. It doesn't have to be necessarily this connection that inspires you. This could be an energy that you're already in. You're already turning heads and getting more attention, feeling more like the younger version of yourself, feeling good about yourself again, feeling really empowered. But yeah, with this crimes of passion, I feel like that's directly related to you making a connection. Oh my goodness. And we have exchanging stories that just came out. So your ex may be talking about you and talking to your friends. Like I said, I know it can feel good when you're feeling yourself and you're feeling good to just like share what you got going on, share the restaurants, the museums, all the new places you are, the events, whatever, that you're having fun, even just sharing more pictures of yourself. But someone is talking about you quite a bit. Someone is getting more information about you. Someone that used to be like, I feel like you may have been obsessed with this person, but they were equally. And now that's really showing because they needed you. They needed you. I'm hearing Needed Me by Rihanna now. But they really did. You know? It's like they needed you for the validation of who they were. Just the fact that you would chase them was validating that they were of value because they had someone chasing them. Especially if you have your, you know, stuff together, you got, you know, a career, you have ambition, beautiful. That's enough. But we do have exchanging stories. So I do see them trying to collect information about you. And I don't know, you know, like I don't get a malicious energy, but one of your friends just may be, you know, just a bit naive or not tapped into what's actually going on to the point where they may share information with that person about you and what you're doing, like in a thoughtless kind of way. So just be mindful of that. All right, let's see how this relationship is coming together, and then we'll see what they like about you, Spirit. How is this coming together for group 4? The Lovers. Wow, divinely guided. This is meant to be. I really feel like this was always supposed to happen, and there's just an energy of Spirit wanting you to lean into the journey. Like the journey, wherever it takes you. If it feels like everything is falling apart, good. Yeah, we got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck as well. So you're likely not going to be able to make sense of like how this is connected to that. But in retrospect, you will see how everything that you had kind of gone through up until this point brought you to this space of being with this person. So allow it to unfold for you. Don't try to figure it out. Allow it to unfold for you. We have the 8 of Swords, so you may actually be like in a, it almost feels like an unfortunate situation right now. 3 of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups. Some way, somehow your heart is still intact, but it feels like you've just lost something recently, and it feels like something to do with your stability. So that could be a car, that could be a job, that could be housing, that could be a really big friendship, that could be your relationship with your family, it could be a romantic relationship. 8 of Swords is an energy of still kind of being ensnared by whatever cycles are trying to close in your life right now. So you may be in the thick of it right now, and Spirit is leading you out of that, divinely guided. This isn't something that you have to do the most for, that you have to manifest, that you have to go into like any sort of crazy action to have. We had the Wheel of Fortune that was jumping up earlier. So it just feels like all you have to do is allow the wheel to spin, allow divine timing with the Lover's card to take its place. Like Spirit cares about you. In this card, the Lover's card, Spirit has literally got their hands over the heart space. Like, I care about you and your happiness. But we have the Queen of Wands and the Death card. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of big, likely traumatic or at least uncomfortable ending that is bringing you to this. But Queen of Wands, it's bringing out like this better version of you, this more amplified version of you, this version of you that's willing to speak up for yourself, a more confident version of you. Queen of Wands is Aries energy, very hot, very like hot in the attractive kind of sense. Like, and with turning heads, yeah, absolutely. We have the Four of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like getting out of your own head is a part of this process. And there's definitely like a death process happening as this is coming in. But for the most part, this is happening through divine guidance. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. So I feel like that's an energy of like financial recovery. That's an energy of moving forward after a period of financial hardship or being drained. Spirit is also telling me like being drained by other people around you. It could actually be that you're the only fortunate one around you. And it's just like you had to let go of certain people because they're staying stuck. So that could be the other side of it where it's like, I'm not financially struggling, but the people that I care about are financially struggling, but they're also not doing anything to help themselves. So I've had to let them go. And that's been a hard process for me because that's been my support system up until this point. And now I'm having to go on this journey where it feels like I am alone or I am alone. And I'm the only one doing good in these hard times. So it's giving a little bit of like survivor's guilt where it's like left and right, family and friends are, you know, SOL, new problems all day, every day. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Like, I feel like, you know, bottom of the deck represents underlying energy. I feel like these are things that are out of your control, things that you are not responsible for that you're still carrying. So I feel like you're being initiating into Knight of Cups, moving forward, moving on, and offering your cup to someone else, you know, as she's facing the opposite direction. It's like I'm turning my back on all these problems that aren't mine anymore, or maybe were mine, but I'm not surrendering to that life anymore. I'm starting over a new life. Spirit, for group 4, what do they like about them? Oh, we got 3 that flipped over. So we have Kali, Sarada Devi, and then I'm going to just hold up this last one to the camera and you can try to pronounce that because I'm not doing that today. We have Kali, the mother of the universe. It says, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Yo, that's so crazy because we were just talking about that. And this is what this person loves about you. And it's like, that's how you know you're really with your people, because the things that people say are the worst qualities about you, like you're so selfish, you only care about yourself, are the things that makes this person absolutely adore you. The fact that you will even leave them. Like, you're not going to stay in an uncomfortable place or a place that is not in alignment with you, around people that don't truly love you. You're not staying around that. You're not staying around that. You will leave, and they love that. And they love to see how, just like Kali, you can be just absolutely cutthroat and fight for yourself. They love that. They love your independence, and they love your strength. Whereas before, in your previous cycle, around your previous environment and people, that may have been the thing they liked about you the least. We have Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. It says, unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. So I feel like you have the ability to have a conversation with like anyone. You see everyone as valuable. I feel like you treat everyone with respect, and they love how you're non-judgmental. And then we have this last one, the joy permeated mother. It says, I am my own guru. Ooh. And I know that the self never changes. So you're not someone who can be easily persuaded by other people. They love that you're not really influenceable. You may not spend a lot of time on social media, or you never get wrapped up in whatever people have going on social media. For some of you, that's why you had to delete social media, because you felt the temptation to like change who you were. And you are your own guru. This person loves it. You kind of seem like a jack of all trades, like a medicine woman. If someone is sick, you have remedies. If someone needs a financial boost, you have remedies. Like, no matter what it is, you always have like some sort of solution. You always seem to be able to find a way through it. This person loves your independence, and they feel like you deserve to be supported. So that may be something that's important to this person. Like maybe they have wealth and riches, but they haven't met someone who they felt like deserved it. And they feel that with you. That's what I have for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.